mean the world to me to have so many people in one place I love and care about. And that also goes for the English Sassenachs I felt I had to invite. Yes, I'm wearing a kilt and that clearly changes everything. I admit my life has been enlightening, but the last few weeks when I discovered that I am in fact Scottish, it's been a real breakthrough. Suddenly, my love of bargain, reluctance to spend money, and an above average interest in being slightly miserable all made sense. Thanks to extensive research, I can confidently claim to be descended from the Highlands, and therefore I cannot help it. It's not an excuse, it's a biological fact. Seriously, thanks to all my friends, family and loved ones for all the effort you've made to be here today. And if that little lot doesn't include you, then you're either here by mistake or a party crasher. In which case, it's great to see you as well. Aww. The last 6 or 7 decades have been quite a trip, and one that has taken me to places, given me rewards, and taught me things I could never have predicted. Now, I wouldn't be standing here today surrounded by friends and family if it weren't for some very special people in my life. Namely, my accountant and the bloke who invented the hot dog. But the journey that has brought me to this point was starting with my mum and dad all those years ago. They were great parents. They gave me a good start in life because they taught me 2 things: a good solid principles and the torture of living with an outside loo. The combination of these 2 factors must have been in some way a profound effect on me, because by 19, more by luck than judgment, I'd left my last regular job and begun to carve away for myself. Well, I say left, but as most people who have just been sacked, I had to leave. I guess it's a good opportunity to work out where it all did go right. And by that, I don't mean whatever material gains I might have collected along the way, but to have been so lucky enough to share my story this far with so many interesting and wonderful people we have here tonight. So how do I describe the life of a guy who counts semi-professional approach to recreational fishing and a fully professional approach to having a good time as 2 of my favourite hobbies, and who considers finally discovering I'm Scottish and finishing full-time employment at age 19 as 2 of my greatest ever lifetime achievements? You have to start at the beginning. If there's one thing that I've learnt from all of this, is that it never gets any better than working with no regulation, tax-free, in the middle of the night, running a burger van. Don't get me wrong, I loved being a mod, I loved driving pop groups around UK, but nothing could beat the simple pleasure of earning a wage, a good wage, on my own terms, not having to get up the first thing in the morning. With the arrogance of my younger years and surfing the crest of a wave that I'd created, for a while, I thought I was the clever one. And it's amazing just how quickly you can become convinced of your own genius. But of course, nothing lasts. Things change, and suddenly you realise you're much the same as anybody else. Just a bit luckier now and again, just as capable of making dodgy decisions. Not many people can claim these are true stories. To have turned down the advances of the Beatles in the 60s and turned down the McDonald's in the 70s. But I am that guy, and if you throw in my decision to host a punk rock concert which ended in a full-scale riot, and turning down a guy called Mark Dixon with some madcap idea about officers, you can see I was actually pretty good at making poor choices.